Good morning, everyone. In this video lecture, I will teach you the remaining story, A Kitchen in the Corner of the House, composed by Ambai. We left our story where the writer is describing about a conversation between Kusuma and Minakshi. And we left our story where Kusuma sobbed quietly, and now there is a change, and the story runs in flashback technique. Gigi's worst attack happened when they came to Ajmer for the holy holidays. So the writer is describing about the illness of Gigi. Once she fall ill, Gigi's worst attack happened when they came to Ajmer for the holy holidays. And one afternoon, she sorted out the ingredients needed for the cooking, tucked in her keys at her waist, and came walking slowly towards the fridge to check what was left there. Before she could reach it, her breath caught and then came in loud dragging sighs. Then she fell on the ground. She felt dizziness. Before the family could come rushing to her aid, her heavy body had fallen to the ground. She was streaming with sweat and was drenched in her own urine. So it happened with Gigi, the mother in law of Minakshi, and it happened during holy holidays. And she said, I'm going. My daughter in law are all elsewhere. That wretched Bari Gigi will rule in the kitchen. Hey Bhagwan, she kept turning her head from one side to the other. She said that I'm going कि शायद मेरा अंत समय आ गया है. My daughter in laws are elsewhere. मेरी सारी बहुएं कहीं और हैं. That wretched बड़ी जीजी, वो दुष्ट बड़ी जीजी जो है, as I told you earlier that this is the fight between जीजी and बड़ी जीजी, सास बहू के बीच में ये लड़ाई है, will rule in the kitchen. Now my orders, if I am gone, she will rule the kitchen. अभी जो है किचन में क्या बनेगा क्या नहीं होगा ये सब मैं डिसाइड करती हूँ. अगर मेरी डेथ हो गई तो वो बड़ी जीजी किचन पे राज करेगी. हे भगवान, सी केप्ट टर्निंग हर हेड फ्रॉम वन साइड टू द अनदर. सी बिकेम रेस्टलेस ऑन दिस थॉट. द डॉक्टर हु लिव्ड डाउन स्टेयर्स केम इन हेस्ट टू गिव हर एन इंजेक्शन. नीचे रहने वाला डॉक्टर फटाफट आता है टू गिव हर एन इंजेक्शन. At last she began to breathe evenly once more. She recovered somehow. Her eyelids dropped and she fell asleep. और वो सो जाती हैं. When she opened her eyes again, she first made sure her keys were as usual at her waist. सबसे पहले तो वो इस बात को निश्चिंत होती है कि सारी चाबियों का गुच्छा उसकी कमर में ही लटका हुआ है. Then she asked, what are you cooking for the evening meal? She asked. When they answered, beans. कि आज शाम को हम beans बना रहे हैं. She grumbled, why? Didn't I say cauliflower? मैंने तो गोभी के लिए कहा था. Did she change it? क्या बड़ी जीजी ने मेन्यू में चेंज कर दिया? Did she think I was going to die? उसे लगता था मैं मर गई? No, no, जीजी. It was just that there was no cauliflower available in the बाजार. मार्केट में अवेलेबल नहीं थी इसलिए बना रहे हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. तो see the mentality. She thinks that as soon as I will die, the kitchen will be ruled by Badi Jiji. My sari, give me another sari, she said. It was her belief that women should maintain themselves, they should look beautiful, and they should have a mastery over kitchen. Kusuma opened Gigi's wardrobe and took out a green sari, a green underskirt, and a pale yellow choli. She placed them by Gigi's bed. Gigi turned her head to see. She asked in a feeble voice, where are my bangles? कि मेरी ज्वेलरी भी मुझे चाहिए. Minakshi opened the bangle box to take out some green glass bangles. They closed the door and removed Gigi's clothes. Her body was like a fruit that has passed its full ruddy ripeness and is now wilting. Upon the backs of her wizened hands, the veins stood out. Here, Meenakshi is trying to say that though the body has uh, ragged, it is she is very old and everywhere there is scars on her body, but her will to rule the house is not fading. It is still. She still wants to rule the kitchen, even she is not capable of doing so. Upon the backs of her wizened hands, the veins stood out. Heavy lines ran along the palms. There were scars of childbirth on her lower abdomen, as if she has been ploughed there. ऐसी उसकी हालत थी. Her pubic hair whitened, hung in wisps, buttocks and thighs, once rounded, now shrunken, hung loose with deep creases. The upper part of her inner thigh was like withered and blackened banana skin. Part of her dry nipples hung now like raisins. On her neck were dark lines caused by heavy gold chains, a wide polish scar as if she were going bald soon at the lower edge of her center parting. इतने सारे गहने जो उसने पहने हुए थे वो शरीर को नुकसान ही पहुंचा रहे थे, उनसे उसे कोई बेनिफिट नहीं था. वेयर द गोल्ड बैंड विद इट्स हैवी पेंडेंट हैड कॉन्स्टेंटली प्रेस्ड, ए बॉडी दैट हैड लिव्ड, वो शरीर जो कभी जिया था, ए बॉडी दैट हैड एक्सपेल्ड यूरिन, फेसेज, ब्लड, चिल्ड्रन, ए बॉडी विद सो मैनी इम्प्रिंट्स, खूब सारे इम्प्रिंट्स उस बॉडी पे थे. As soon as the sari was on, Radha Bhabiji combed Gigi's hair and plaited it with a dark string finished with colored tassels. Kusuma tucked the cabinet keys at her waist. Gigi leaned back on her bed. Now she is relieved. She is relaxed that everything is okay. After the others had left, Meenakshi sat by Gigi's side. Gigi's hands burrowed at her waist. The room was darkened, the curtains drawn. Now, the writer is trying to convey the message through Meenakshi. Meenakshi is the mouthpiece of the writer, and she says that the curtains drawn, and Gigi began to speak. Because of the medicines, her tiredness and the onset of sleep, her voice was deep, yet it seemed curiously weightless, as if it had roamed about in the wind and then returned. A red skirt. Was it Gigi? My wedding skirt. She begins to recall her events of the events of her life from her wedding day. So it happens, the life of a woman in her in-laws house begins with the marriage day. So she recalls her wedding day. My wedding skirt, it was bright red with gold and silver decorations all over, 12 gold bangles, 2 necklaces, ear studs in pearls and red and green gemstones, another set of ear studs in coral, 5 sovereigns worth of centerpiece to the gold headband, a silver key hook. All these are the descriptions of the ornaments with which she decorated herself on her wedding. I was just 15 years old. At that time, child marriages used to took places. So I was just 15 years old at the time of my vidai. When my parents sent me to my new home, my mother spoke to me in my ears. It was uh, ordered, or you can say suggested to the girls of that time, that the memory of that vidai is still heavy in my heart, with her head covered. It is customary to keep parda in Rajput families, so women used to cover their heads. She leaned over me and held me to her. Her big nose ring was sharp against my face. Take control over the kitchen. This is the motto line. This is the significant line of our story. The title is A Kitchen in the Corner of the House. Though the kitchen is shifted at the corner of the house, it doesn't have any central role. It is peripheral in the house. And similarly, women is peripheral in a man's life. So Her mother suggested her to take control over the kitchen. Never forget to make yourself attractive. That's why Gigi is asking for her ornaments and her sari, even if Fancy is ill. Those two rules will give you all the strength and authority you will need. ये दो चीज़ें आपको वो authority देंगी, वो power देंगी जो आपको चाहिए होता है. Let it be, Gigi, you sleep now. Gigi says so. So this is a traditional thinking and it has changed a lot. And what is the modernist thought about concerning regarding the kitchen and regarding the attractiveness of women will be told to us by Meenakshi, which we will see in the next video. Thanks for watching.